Father's Law Center. Rhetorically, one might ask the question, why do over half of our contacts come from women, our clients, future clients' mothers? Sometimes their daughters, sometimes their significant others, and sometimes their new wives. And I believe the answer is women realize how unfair and how difficult the court system is in the family law arena for men. We are working over the past 25 years to right the wrongs that we feel have occurred because of biases that are built into the system. The biases that a father can't work and be a co-parent of his children. The bias that strong arms can't comfort hurting children. The bias that mother knows best how to raise children and father should have limited, if any, say with regard to issues involving the children. And the bias that mother should have the right to move away with the children unless the father can prove that somehow it's detrimental for the children to leave. Under the circumstances, in most cases, it's clearly detrimental to the children's contact with the father, a situation that the courts have been reluctant to recognize during the past 30 years. The other bias that we find typically in our cases we work to right is the bias that a father who temporarily falls behind in his child support is a deadbeat. And it casts a pall over his ability to parent his children in an equally supportive way with the children's mother. There's also a bias that an angry father, a father who has been hurt by the infidelities of the mother, should somehow pay a price because he's angry. Most psychologists will explain that anger is a good thing in a circumstance where there are infidelities, and yet our clients come to us typically with reduced child sharing plans because a mediator has found that they're angry, need to go to anger management, because when they came home from a long trip they found not only that their wife had been unfaithful to them, but that the new boyfriend had moved in and that he was locked out. Under those circumstances, we find men who come to our office sometimes in tears. The final bias that we find difficult for our clients to understand is that a long-married, well-educated mother should receive indefinite spousal support, a bias that has been built into the system now for the past 35 years. At Father's Rights Law Center at fathersrights.com, we work to right those wrongs by different strategies, including having mother tested by a vocational specialist to show how much money she can actually earn. It's difficult to deal with these biases when you're on the ground. Take our hand. Let us help you get off the ground and fight back.